Greetings, YouTube. So, I guess ask and you will receive. In the previous video, when I reviewed Storm Shadow, I was lamenting that I did not have my Spirit yet. And again, even though I love my custom, I wanted the official one. And it was delayed. I didn't think I was going to get it for another week or two. And then all of a sudden I got an email saying, hey, we going to get you your stuff in a day or so. And here it is. So let's take a look at the packaging real quick. So if you remember, I think it was on a live stream or something like that. They were talking about how the art on the Spirit package was going to be very different looking. I believe it was from a native or indigenous person's artwork, I want to say. I can't remember exactly who they were talking about. But that's where we got this from as far as the artwork goes. And I like it. It's very different, but I do like it. We got that new artwork on the back. Number 36, the same old as far as these things go that I don't really even pay attention to. All right, let's have a look at the figure. Okay, so here we go. Charlie Iron Knife, aka Sprirt. So Charlie Iron Knife was a Native American, obviously, and apparently they never really mentioned his specific tribe in the cartoon or anything like that, but through a little bit of internet research, he hails from the Taos Pueblo area in New Mexico, and there's like 7 or 8 tribes that belong to the Native American conglomerate or group down there. And I did a little bit of research on them, actually found some music from them, some of their different traditional songs. So that's some of the stuff that you've heard in this review. So he is looking very, very good. I gotta say, this figure, it's really hard to find anything wrong with this figure. Design wise, definitely, QC wise or anything like that. Joints are nice and stiff, nothing's loose. Paint looks very good. These little graphics and stuff on here are clean. He looks immaculate. They just did a really, really nice job with him. Now, one of the things that some people might complain about, or at least may mention, is that he looks like the traditional original figure as far as colors, as far as placement, as far as the overall aesthetic, but they toned down some of the things that made him obviously Native American. Like, he had tassels on his boots, I want to say, or the kind of fringe on the pants and things like that. That stuff's gone. He had a little waistcloth hanging here. I want to say it was red and white because I know on my custom, and I will pull up my custom here in a second, but he had this thing hanging down here. So he was very, very obviously Native American. And they look like they took a lot of that stuff away. You still see a little bit of fringe on this here knife sheath and stuff, but they took a lot of that stuff away. They didn't want to tokenize him, and I appreciate that. Even though a lot of us, that's the figure we remember, we have to understand that this is the updated version, and we're not trying to tokenize people. And it's not like you still can't tell the man is not, anything else but Native American. So I'm okay with that. But like I said, design-wise, looks like we got some new boots here. I don't recall seeing these boots before. Pants are probably a repeat sculpt. Yeah, it does look like it, and they're just in a different color. New knife sheath over here. Got a holster. That's a standard holster. New web gear. This definitely is new. So yes, he is looking excellent. All right, let's have a look at his accessories. Okay, so let's look at his accessories here. We have a normal, very regular combat knife, just done in all black plastic. That's good. He gets a sniper rifle. This is new as far as his character goes. I don't believe the original came with a sniper rifle. And that's another thing, now that we're talking about accessories. Some of the accessories that came with Sprirt, the original figure, also kind of played up his Native American roots. I think it was like some kind of dart or spear gun or something like that, instead of just a regular gun, even though he's in the military and he probably wouldn't be using something like that. It's a nice callback, but, you know, again, they're trying not to tokenize the guy. So you have here this very, very well done and detailed backpack. You have a peg here for something. You have this little perch here for the main accessory for Sprirt. Then you get what looks like a typical 1911 handgun, but on closer inspection, it actually has some wings carved into the side of the gun. I did not know that was going to be there on both sides. So I don't know if this is like, you know, some special gun that I've never heard of or seen before, or is this like a custom-made piece that he had made for himself. This is awesome though. Like, I like it even more now. And then you also get what looks to be some type of ceremonial or traditional custom knife. Has a little skull on the handle and a nice carving to the blade. So I'm assuming this is the one that will probably go on his chest. All right, so the main accessory is Freedom. His bald eagle. Got pegs here to go into this thing. And I believe to attach to his, to attach to this glove gauntlet thing that they use for when you're a bird handler. So it'll attach on there. And the bird is articulated. The head moves. Legs move. And you have these wings that are detachable. You can take these wings off and then put the spread out wings when he's taking flight. And then they'll be on a ball joint, so they'll move as well. So they've done a really good job with the animal companions in this line. I mean, Timber is awesome. From what I've seen, Fiona, the crocodile, is awesome. And now we got Freedom. So far, so good with the animal companions. They are doing wonderful work there. See the eye painted in there. Detailed feathers. That's very nice. Excellent. Okay, articulation-wise, he is going to be very, very similar to any of the other G.I. Joe classified characters. He doesn't have anything weird on him that's going to stop articulation. So he can look down. He can look up really well. That's quite good. Obviously, it can twist and all that. And you have a joint down at the neck. Arms go out relatively far, so you get a good T-pose at least. You got a swivel up here in the bicep, double jointed at the elbow, which we've come to expect. He has a vertical hinge on this hand, and this one is a horizontal hinge. Wasn't expecting that, but that's okay, I guess. Ab crunch, ball at the waist. You do have thigh cut, boot cut, double jointed at the knee, and your typical setup for legs, drop down hinges, all of that. And he is quite stiff. Your leg can go out about that far without the drop down. All right. So excellent articulation as we come to expect from G.I. Joe Classified. Just like I said in my last video, and this is more of the same, just need some more hands, extra hands. I need some fists, at least, so that they can punch people. Some fists. Okay, so here we go with the comparisons. We have the new Storm Shadow here. We have the new Cobra Officer. And then we also have Freedom with the wings spread. Although that's quite the wingspan, so we may need to switch that up for this comparison section. Okay, so here we have Lady J and my custom quick kick. And one thing I probably should mention, the backpack for Spirit really makes him off balance. Like, I had a hard time getting him to stand back up straight. And then when you add Freedom to the backpack, which that's a little bit fidgety too, the pegs don't go in there as clean as I would like them to, he gets really back heavy. So just something to point out. Okay, then we got the custom Outback, which we're supposed to be getting an Outback at some point here. The Tiger Force one and a regular one. And then we got Flint. All right, then we got Breaker and a Cobra Viper. Then, of course, we got to compare some Valaverse Action Force. So we have Condor here. Then this is a one of their troopers that I have customized into a completely unique character, which I'm still working on how I'm going to work him into the stuff I got going on. All right, and then real quick, just to compare some other lines, here we go with some Marvel Legends. And I thought this would be nice to get the indigenous folks together. And this is what we were kind of talking about earlier. Both of these characters, Warpath and Forge, have, bits of their costume that scream, I'm a Native American. And Spirit had the same kind of stuff in the original, figure. This is the kind of stuff I think that the G.I. Joe team was trying to shy away from, or at least tone down, so that it isn't so in your face. And again, I know some people probably want him to look exactly like his, original counterpart, but I think that's what they were thinking. Okay, so here's the main event, right? What we've been waiting for. How does my custom Spirit size up and match up with the official Spirit? So let's have a look real quick. This custom Spirit is built on the Killmonger body from Marvel Legends. I took the arms from the bicep down from the Warpath's brother. I forget what his name is now. Thunderbird from that 2-pack. And, painted it up, painted the shirt the blue, molded some sleeves or some cuffs on there. Not the prettiest of jobs as far as the chevrons go. Those look a whole lot better on the official, obviously. But, this was my, take on him. And, he looked pretty good for the time. And I did add that little cloth piece in the front. But yeah, this was the Spirit up until now, I guess. Now I got to figure out what I'm going to do with this guy. I don't know. Not sure. I haven't decided. And then here's that spear gun I was talking about. This is actually from a custom caster person. I want to say it was Mark II design. I'll have to double check and I'll make sure. But if you want something like this, I'll put a link to his, I think he has an Etsy store maybe. Because he was talking about this on Instagram a couple of days ago, this set. Because it comes with this and then the backpack that goes with it. So yeah, there you go. All right, so final thoughts on Spirit and Freedom. Excellent release from Hasbro. Excellent. Again, the only thing that I could probably complain about is the lack of hands, but that is not unique to Spirit. All the G.I. Joe classified figures need more hands. More hands, Hasbro. More hands. And I thought it would be nice to throw these other animals in here just to see how stuff scales up. I'm not sure if this would be the size of an actual eagle compared to a Rottweiler and a wolf or a bear. I don't know. I guess it looks okay. All right. Like, comment, subscribe. Later.